Welcome to my library. I now have 3 full extended Billy bookcases and they need filling. I will show you a small clip of what is currently on my floor, and that is all just TBR. My to be read is still currently on my bed. No, my have read is still currently on my bed. I was like, I can't physically I could have, but I would have had no walking room. I could have put it all like here. I figured let's sort the TBR first and then we'll sort what I have read. So I think I'm going to keep this bookcase here as the TBR. And then my have read will go between these two. This one's going to be very full, so we'll kind of try and play around with it and make them look at least a little bit even with how full they are. But realistically, I have not read two bookcases full of read books, so we'll see how it goes. Nothing's really, some piles are kind of cohesive and some aren't, so I think what I'm going to do first of all is use maybe the middle shelf or this shelf, kind of go between, and divvy the books up into romance and fantasy, and then maybe like literary fiction, and we'll go from there. So let's get everything into piles first. Okay, I'm very out of puff right now. So we've got, I don't know if they're fantasy or romance or both. Well, I say both. Pretty much all of my fantasy is also romance, but I wasn't sure where they're going. Fantasy, some of my romance had to go here. And then we've got, can you see? Yeah, we've got like literary fiction, autobiographies / biographies, Christmas, spicy, like specifically spicy romance, young adult, sports, their sport as well actually, and then some random romance, translated fiction. But I've also realised I have got another translated fiction up there as well, which goes into literary or translated. I don't know. That's what we've got so far for the TBR. So now we need to get them to kind of go on here. So I'm thinking on the bottom, we want heavier things. I think I'm going to put, for right now, I don't have to worry. I can kind of work out the middle first. So I want the sports romances together. I probably do 2 fantasy. So last time fantasy was sort of here. So I might do fantasy here and here. So I might start with that. Yeah, let's start with that. Oh my god, I keep standing on like probably like a bit of wood from when we built these. Okay, fantasy shelves done. You know what? I'm also going. I do have a few books on my desk. I'm gonna move those back onto my actual TBR case because I'll now have space for them. Hopefully. At least for now, I will start doing that. I've got a couple of witchy ones. I think I'm gonna put the witchy ones there. Okay, I like that. And then these two are like full. They're nice. Okay. Next, let's do maybe sports romance here. I guess we'll just go for like regular romance here. I think on the top I'm going to put my biographies. That's what I'm thinking of. Biographies. I am going to put, this is fantasy. It's like vampires, but I don't know where I'm going to get around to this because it's the House of Night, like, spin-off series. I don't want to put with a fantasy because I've got my shelves full. But it's going above fantasy. It kind of works. I don't know when I'm going to get around to reading these. I'm going to put these up there, and the autobiographies. Okay, Christmas is kind of like next month. So what are we going to do next? Oh, I just thought these two would go as sports romances as well, because they're like F1. Do I have anything else sporty? I don't think so. The rulebook possibly, but I don't know. Anyway, right. So let's just go. Oh, I just realised I put these. They're fantasy. The Scarlet St. Clair ones. Why did I put them here? Well, where can you go? I'm just going to put them there. Why not? Why not? It's fine. Okay, top shelf. I'm also just going to put some more books that I just don't see myself reading anytime soon. So that's pretty much like this whole pile here, but I still want to eventually read them, I think. So let's just pop these ones up. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try and bracket them in with other hardbacks. Okay. Right. Okay, let's go for romance. On the bottom, I guess I'm gonna put literary fiction. That just seems to be the make the most sense. It's like all those books to put on. I've got 3 full shelves. It'll be fine. I might do like darker romance. So we've got this series by Sophie Lark. Let's put these in first. And then we'll keep mixed with it. I don't think it's necessarily dark romance, but it's like billionaire, escort. We'll keep that together. And then we'll have Crossed and Hexed are going to be dark romances. I'm going to try and change that camera angle. I don't think this is a dark romance, but it's darker. So let's put you. I think it's a bully romance actually. So, right, it goes between love and loathing, then between never and forever, and then desire and denial. So what I think I'm probably going to do is, these ones physically aren't very dark, but these ones are. They're not dark, but they're like billionaire romances, so I'll put them next. And then because that one's purple, it kind of leads into these lighter colours, so that'll look all right. And then do I have any other? Oh, I think the Kingmakers is a billionaire romance as well. Yeah, okay, we're going to put this one here. In fact, okay. And then we go with Magnolia because they're like a good height to go with. And they're not like dark romances, but they're not, it's not an ideal romance, is it? And then I feel like I can fit something in there nice, so we'll put my Lego roses in here. Okay, I need to realistically on the very bottom shelf put some quite heavy things. So for now, I'm going to put Babel. It's my only dark academia that I have left. And then I'm going to do my literary fiction. And then we'll do, oh, I've got more literary up there. I forgot about that. I don't know what this comes under. Okay. And then I'm putting my translated fiction. And then I guess we'll go with my mythology retelling, which, to be fair, you can't see it anymore, but the Neon God series technically could go under that. Technically, not really, but okay, the School for Good Mothers is just going to go there as well. And then I think I'm going to put my YA as well to finish the shelf. Okay, I don't think all of these are going to fit on that one shelf, but let's see what we can make happen. Okay, now I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to put my Christmas books next to the YA, even though two of these are ridiculously smutty. So they could just go in there. We're going to put the one coho book I haven't read yet up there. I don't know when I'm going to read it, but I'm kind of intrigued. And I still have a fair few books that need to go on, but obviously I have left like space here and up there, so I kind of need to figure that out really, don't I? Okay, I think to save some space, I think the TBR needs to go on the desk still, but we're just going to do like a small TBR. Okay, I only have like a few books left. They're just going to have to go on the very top. That's all they're, like, the only place they'll fit. And that is where they're going to have to go. So we have some random romances up here. We've got Tessa Bailey, Miranda Zapata, Tempting Little Thief by Megan Brandy. Don't know if we're going to like that one or not, but my friend tried it, said it was terrible. Probably not going to like it, especially because I didn't like Say You Swear. So, and then obviously my new Fair Rosalie is going to go up there as well. So we have a tiny, let me see. So there's the tiniest gap up there. Can I see there? And we also have the tiniest gap down there. Oh, we also have one like there as well. So I did take a few off as well as like immediate TBR. So these are the ones I took off and they're going to stay on my desk. Okay, I need to go and get the other books now. So I'm going to just stop filming while I do that. Bear with. So what I've done, I've put, so these ones were all up on this shelf. I've kept that exactly the same. And I've put nearly all of my BTS stuff there. I just need to put like the Funko Pops that's on my chair on. So those bits are done. I've got mainly fantasy. I put my YA literary fiction and witchy reads on that one. And then this is all romance. And there is some romance on the floor as well. So let's start putting the fantasy on the fantasy side. I'm going to do the literary fiction at the top. And then I've got my one dark academia, which is the secret history. So this one's technically a romance, but I don't think it's very romantic. I think it's more like a literary fiction, personally. Okay, my mic ran out of battery apparently, so I took a break to charge that. But yes, so I put my dark romance down here. I've kind of put things into order, so I've got like sports romances, Anna Huang, but everything else is kind of a bit higgledy-piggledy. So let's sort the sports romance shelf. I'm gonna put it down here just because it's clear, so I just don't have to like worry too much. So I'm gonna try and get the oh, and the light's gone off. Okay, well, we're just gonna have terrible lighting right now. Okay, we're gonna try and put those in. I'm sure they fit on the original shelf. So I just nearly shit myself. That I hate when that happens. Okay, I've managed to display 2 of the special edition covers, and I've got a tiny bit of space so that'll fit the striker when I eventually read that, or the next King of Sin, which is King of Envy. If I read that one first, we'll see. Okay, I think I'm gonna do my small town romances here, so like Elsie Silver and Lucy Skull, those people. Oh. Nope, couldn't fix it. Okay, so I'm officially done. We have one completely clear shelf. I feel like this one is definitely book heavy, but I feel like it doesn't look too bad compared to the other two. So let's do like a pan down. The bottom is also very empty, but it's fine. Okay, so we'll start off with a little tour with the TBR bookcase. So obviously I've got the ones I'm probably not going to read anytime soon, and also Tessa Bailey up there, and the autobiographies. Then we have 2 fantasy TBR shelves, very full. I am hoping to get through to the Throne of Glass series soon. Honestly, there's a lot of these books that I really want to read soon. And I've got my little thinking lady here. Then we have sports romances going into After the Flowers. That's like my small town romances. So we've got Stephanie Archer, next book in the Blue something Ranch series. I can't remember what it's called. Why can't I? Blue Rebel Ranch, that's it. We've got the rest of the Magnolia Park series, and then some dark romances and some billionaire romances. Then we've just got like random romance, and then we've got like literary fiction, dark academia, my young adult, and in the very corner, my Christmassy reads. And then yeah, so we have one fully empty shelf here. Then we've got my Emily Henry and Lauren Asher books. Then we've got some like Christina Lauren, Elle Kennedy, some random romances that just seem to fit there, and my little fake hanging plant. Then we have, this is just my Anna Huang shelf with my Fairy special editions of the Twisted series. To be honest, I've just kind of put Twisted Love and Twisted Hate out because they're the prettiest, but I might change out which ones are being displayed as I feel like it. Then we have my sports romance shelf. So obviously I've got the new versions of the Off Campus and then the old versions of Off Campus and what's the other one called? Briar U. Obviously I've got the new versions of Briar U over here. And then we've got some Lucy Score. This is like my small town and cowboy romance. To be honest, The Worst Best Man is not small town, but it's Lucy Score, so it's kind of going. Yeah, I've got a little cowboy boot on top of my Elsie Silver boots. And then another little gold woman. Then we have on this side we've got like a few billionaire romances. Then we've got some regular romances like series and Matassa Billy stuff going into the 2 Christmas books I read last year. And on the bottom we've got my special edition of It Ends With Us and then plain regular edition of It Starts With Us. The 2, well, Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates books that I have read, and some random romance books that I haven't either. Well, actually, only one of them I read last year, 13 Weddings. The other 3 I read years and years and years ago. But I just don't feel like throwing them away. You never know, I might reread those. We'll see. Okay, and then on the top here we've got Vampire Academy, the House of Night series, a couple of random books for some reason, Private Peaceful, don't know why, and random books in the Morgan the Vampire series. I have not read. I've read all of them, so up to book 12. I just for some reason have book 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, and 12. Then we've got my literary fiction and my translated fiction, and then my one book that I've read so far, that's mythology, and my young adult. Then we have like my Halloweeny reads. So I have one vampire book there. There will be another one joined after this month when I've done my wrap up, and then my witchy books. Then we have my Fourth Wing series and Crown of Nyaxia series. Then we've got Akatar and Powerless. So I've got the special editions. I've changed them over because the covers are the same. So I thought I would put the nice other editions, like the other side of the dust jacket. That's what I'm trying to say. Because these are really pretty. So I could even probably display them like that, but for now I'm happy with them just like this. And then we've got some more fantasy. Then we've got my dark romance shelf slash just kind of dark slash you're a priest and you're having a lot of sex. And then my BTS shelf. I just have to put my Funko Pop still on the bottom there. And my couple plushies. And that is my shelves. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe down below. This looks so much better. Just having no random like end to the bookcases. You can only see bookcases. This makes me very happy. I'm in love. And I have so much more room to grow, but like I've got like a whole shelf, then a half a shelf. Well, realistically, the 2 bottom shelves, they could make one, that's another whole shelf. And then I feel like all the gaps on this one make another shelf. So I've got like 3 whole shelves I can expand. That's it, really. That's kind of bad. Bought a whole of the bookcase and only really have like 3 shelves free. And I will fill them up really quick. But when you think it was about this time last year, I got my second bookshelf. So it took me a whole year to need another one. So I think it'll be fine. But yes, as I said, I hope you enjoyed. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you want to see more book content. There is a haul, I don't know if it's gone up before or after this, if you want to watch that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.